everyone, welcome once again to one of my videos. For those of you who don't know, my name is Trucker Jordan and I am a driver with Pam Transport. Today I'm going to be talking about how I got my CDL in the state of Kentucky. So obviously just a little disclaimer before I get started here. Obviously getting your CDL varies from state to state. The process is going to be different depending on where you are, but I hope that the details that I'm going to share with you today will kind of help alleviate your stress if you haven't already gone to get your CDL. So first of all, I wanted to talk about the first step, which was for me getting my DOT medical card. And all I had to do for that was to find a place that does DOT physicals, and I had to pay for it out of pocket, which wasn't all that much. I believe it was a little less than $50. And the doctor does just a standard checkup like they would, if you were, under the age of 18 getting your well child checkup. And then once we were done and I cleared it, they gave me my packet, and then at the very back of the packet was my DOT medical card, which I now have folded up inside my wallet because you're supposed to have that with you at all times once you get your CDL and you're actually out doing professional driving. So that was the first step, and that actually really wasn't that bad. And then the nice thing was, when I got to school at C1 in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pam Transport reimbursed me the cost of my physical. So I didn't really even end up truly paying for it. I just had to put it out front first, and then they paid me back for it later, which was great. So then step 2 for me was going and getting the actual permit. So in the state of Kentucky, there's 3 written portions for just the basic permit with no endorsements. So the first written test is the general knowledge test. The second one is the air brakes test, and then the third one is the combination vehicles test. And they do make you take it in that order, or at least I had to take it in that order. So once you've taken all those and you pass them, where I took it in Frankfurt, it was really nice because the testing site was on the first floor of the courthouse and the DMV office was in the basement of the courthouse. So literally once I was done, he signed my little paper thing and he said, okay, you just go downstairs, and they print it out for you. Which was kind of a big change for me being from New York, because in New York, even if you live in the same town as the DMV office, you still have to wait 2 to 3 weeks for your permit or your license to come in the mail. So it was really nice being able to walk out that day with my permit in hand. So that was step 2. Step 1, get the DOT medical card. Step 2, get the permit. Then obviously I went to C1. I started at C1 on March 19th of this year, and I was there for about 3.5 weeks before I took my state test, which was, the yard work test, which is all the backing exercises, and then the actual road test itself. And I did pass on my first try. That was April 11th. And so they said, okay, now when you go back to Kentucky, you just will go into your local DMV office and say, hey, I went to a driving school in Indiana. I took the Indiana state test for the CDL. It should be in the CDLIS system, so if you could please look it up, that'd be great. And that's what they did, and boom, they printed it out right there. I just had to pay a small fee to get it printed out, and then I had my CDL in hand, and it was great. So that was the process for me. I know it seems kind of short because it kind of was once everything was all in line and everything. Really the only thing that took any time per se was studying for the permit tests, and then of course being at school and learning how to actually drive a big rig. So that's just kind of an overview of getting your CDL in Kentucky. At least that's the way it was for me. It may have changed in the months that I've been out of school and on the road with my CDL. So, but that's I think that's all for now. So thank you very much for checking this out and for joining me on my journey into trucking, and I look forward to seeing you guys all really soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe below, and we'll see you all next time. This is Trucker Jordan signing off.